Hey, this is Michael Penny with Teens Want to Know. Today I'm here at the Dolby Theater for the biggest show of the year, the Oscars. Let's bring you some of the highlights of this week. No single event in Hollywood captures the world's attention like the Oscars. Honoring the best of the best in film, the excitement of the Academy Award preparations makes the whole city feel like it's getting ready for the Super Bowl, with countless pre-Oscar events and parties. In this episode, Teens Want to Know brings you to the red carpet at two exclusive Oscar week events. First up is the Rap's 5th anniversary party, attended by plenty of nominees and celebrity guests. What are you most excited for about today's event? It's a 5-year anniversary, right?
I'm most excited that it's our birthday and all these great people are showing up, and it's really fun. It worked out, the timing worked out perfect to be our annual celebration before the Oscars, but also to celebrate our 5-year anniversary.
So this week, all of Hollywood is preparing to, celebrate the best of the best in films. What do you think separates the successful people in showbiz from the not so successful ones?
Well, I think really the most successful people in the show business don't quit. They don't give up. They don't take no for an answer. They keep pushing. They know they want to be here. They know they have a dream. They know they want to continue to live out that dream, and they're going to do whatever it takes. They're not going to give up. They're not going to move back to wherever they're from. They're going to call their parents and beg for money just to make it another week, because they know success is right around the corner. I think that's really what separates people.
I suppose luck as much as anything else. I think when you think of all the films that came out this year and how good they were, just the amount that they have up for the Oscars, actually, I think you have to be very high on your game, as an actor, director, whatever. It's not an easy thing to do in this time of Hollywood, I think. I think we're maybe coming into a renaissance even, of film, because it's amazing what came out this year.
What do you think separates the successful people in showbiz from the not so successful ones?
Oh, I don't know. I think a lot of luck and a lot of perseverance. And, I think some people are exceptionally good at things and capture the imagination and the attention of the public who believe in the performances they see.
It depends on where you set the bar. I think as you go along, you start to move the bar, so you move it higher and higher. But getting into the business is tough enough.
For sure. Now it's time for our time machine question. If you could travel back in time and give one piece of advice to your teen self, what would it be?
I wouldn't give it different advice than the one I, lived, which is start wherever you can start, learn as much as you can learn, and put that learning to use. And at the end, you will know whether it was a life worth living or not. If for some reason or other you feel that, hey, I've done the things I want to do in life, then you've had a successful life, and that's what's important.
It's hard, man. This is a tough business, and you have to work many, many, many hours at your craft to get better, and an award ceremony like that just shows that we still sort of support this craft of acting. It's not a business, it's also a studied craft that people spend hours and hours and hours at. Not just that McConaughey lost the weight, but what he did behind the camera, what he did off, with his own time.
Well, you got to work with a lot of stars. Was there any funny moments working in the set with them, or was it like a serious shoot? Yeah.
The day that the director didn't, the first wig that I tried on Jared, the director thought it looked too good 3 times. Finally, I said, you know what, I've had it. Took it out in the parking lot and drove over the wig a few times, shook it off, brought it back in the trailer. Never told anybody until after everything was over. And John Mark said, oh, I like that. That looks good.
If you could travel back in time and give one piece of advice to your teen self, what would it be?
You know what? Study harder.
Yeah.
Study harder and get to Hollywood earlier.
Well, I had a pretty good, my teenage years were pretty good. I actually enjoyed them. But what I say to my own kids and all is enjoy this.
Yeah.
This is a great time, get all, enjoy it. I think I enjoyed it, but I would probably enjoy it more,
Yeah, really.
It's a great time. It's a great time. It really is. Acme or not.
Next, we bring you to a VIP gifting suite hosted by celebrity jewelry designer Mark Lash, whose work has been worn by the likes of Celine Dion, Drake, Bruno Mars, Shania Twain, and many more. Guests were able to try on some amazing pieces, and of course, everybody took home a gift of jewelry, courtesy of Mark himself. So tell us about how you got started.
Well, I started when I was in high school. A lot of people joke because they know me when selling jewelry from my locker at school. So a lot of people come to me and they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe where you've come from your locker at school. And so it's been exciting. So I started from my locker, then I went to my parents' dining room table, and then I built a small showroom in my parents' basement, and then about 25 years ago moved to a facility, a smaller facility, and then about 15 years ago built my own building and factory where I manufacture all of the Mark Lash brand.
So you had some pretty humble beginnings.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my parents were like, I can't believe you want to become a jewelry designer. Actually, I was at University of Toronto. I was studying to be a dentist. So,
wow.
So yeah, exactly. And then I came home one day and I said to my parents, I really, working in metals, and I was always working with my hands. I said, I think I want to become a jewelry designer. And they're like, you're not serious.
Do you have like a favorite person that you've designed for? Any funny stories maybe?
I grew up in Toronto, so Drake is Canadian and grew up in Toronto, so I designed a bracelet for him, which I'm wearing, which has become quite famous.
Oh, cool! Those are neat.
Yeah, actually, they're called the Drakelets.
You want to see them?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I can just take it.
Just and sneak it.
Giving back, yeah.
In your pocket. Show us off some of this bling.
Bam.
That's a pretty cool watch.
This is some serious Mark Lash stuff happening right now. I'm trying to redo my image. I'm trying to go for more of a Drake thing
the tough,
these days.
Just
balling out. Exactly.
They're gonna start putting out mixtapes.
Yeah, exactly. I have a pretty impressive flow, if I don't mind me saying.
What's really cool about this, which I was blown away as, it separates and it comes together as the Jewish
it's
star.
2 pieces.
So I'm Italian and Jewish, so this is
That's
perfect.
ideal
That's
pretty
for me.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just great. It's beautiful stuff.
Look at this. How
that's awesome.
Fantastic is this beautiful. And, I get here and I didn't know anything about Mark Lash, and it turns out, and I'm a big fan of pave diamonds, like the tiny little pave diamonds. And that's what his specialty is.
Yeah.
He makes the best pave in the world. So I'm like, oh my goodness.
This week, all of Hollywood is preparing to celebrate the best of the best in film. What do you think makes a great movie?
Well, I think any movie that has an emotional connection with the audience, even if it's a comedy or drama, whatever, if the characters are good, if there's a good core relationship, if there's a fluid story that really gets people moved or just makes them love the characters, that's important. So I think core characters are important in a movie.
You pay $15 or $16 and you want to go on a trip. You want to take that journey in the film. And if the story's not good, then why should you follow?
Yeah, and I think it's a synergy of every single aspect of filmmaking. So the direction has to be good, the writing, not just acting.
Each movie's magic.
For sure.
There's because honestly, if they could put it in a bottle and say, okay, this is it, this is how we make a movie, this is what makes a star, this is what makes an Academy Award winning movie, they would do it, but people can't do that.
I think that it's not just, the actors on the screen, it also takes the script and everybody who goes into it, post and pre-production. I've always said that, if you hand the same script to a different team of people, even with the same actors, you'll get 2 completely different movies.
For sure.
A great movie is a movie that you just can't stop watching, and something that's very captivating visually and also content-wise, something that you want to see what's going to happen next. And I think that's what makes a great movie, and obviously great talent, great actors.
I think a great film is an escape. When you go to the movies and you completely forget about everything that's going on in your life and you surrender to what's going on in the movie, I think that's a great film. So every time I go to a movie and I forget about my life and I'm in the world of the movie, that's a great film.
I think a lot of things. Definitely the director has a big part of it because he has the vision, and the writing is important. I mean, I think it's a collaboration of things, the actors, and it's definitely a team effort.
So what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Since we last spoke, it looks like my series of Pandora books is actually going to be turned into an app. believe it
wow.
or not, and then a video game, and then we're going from there. So that's very exciting.
So this week, all of Hollywood is preparing to celebrate the best of the best in film. What do you think makes a great movie?
Oh my God. If you can find, if a movie's got a soul, if a movie has a soul, and that's very, very difficult, because you know, so many movies have a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And a lot of intellect, and they're very smart, and they're funny, and and they give some sort of profound advice at the end. But if you can find a movie with soul, 12 Years a Slave, there you go. Sure. And in so many ways, The Butler, soul.
I'm an actor, so I can see directly all of the parts, how it has to all kind of hold their own weight. I can always say like the acting, of course, but I think the script has a lot to do with it, and the writing and the direction behind it.
I think great actors make a great movie, and also the screenplay. Like Quentin Tarantino, I actually identify more with Quentin Tarantino than I do with the actors in his movies. So I think it's about the creation of the movie, the creator of the movie.
I think the chemistry of a great cast, you know, like American Hustle, which I loved. Yeah. And actually, like this weekend, starting tomorrow, I got a bunch of films that were sent to me from SAG, so I'm going to be watching all the Oscar-nominated films tomorrow, and this way I'm all set to see if the right people won the Oscars.
One of the things I'm so excited during Oscar season is the movie Alone Yet Not Alone that I worked on was nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, nice!
Yay! And then 2 weeks later, the Academy revoked our nomination.
Oh, how come?
Well, we could talk about that later.
So what would be your favorite movie of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Oh God. Well, I love, and it's so cheesy, but I love Goonies.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
My favorite movie right now is High School Musical.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome. Give me a high five.
All right.
Hi, you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Hey, it's Josh McDermitt. You're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Hi, I'm Maitland Ward, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
This is Dennis Haysman. You're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Teens Wanna Know. What an awesome show.
Hi, I'm Ken Howard, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
I am Charley Koontz, and you are watching Teens Wanna Know.
Yeah, up in the building. Boom.
Hey, I'm Melinda Shankar, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Hello, I'm Cassandra Kunze, Miss California USA, and I love Teens Wanna Know.
Now, what is it you want to know?
Everything about you.
Oh.
What up? We're here at the Oscars, and I am about to walk the red carpet right next to Brad Pitt.
Booyah. Hey, we're here with Julia Roberts, Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith. Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Yes, I was flirting inappropriately with him.
Yeah.
I didn't know how young he was. It's like, I could go to jail for this.
We need counseling.
Ready? Look at your eyelashes. Okay, adults want to know. Do you use anything on your eyelashes?
I don't. I'm 100% natural.
All right. There you go.
My Fortunately.
God. Look how gorgeous you're getting.
Thank you.
All right,
I'm flattered.
Are you getting this all on tape?
All on tape.
I hope so. Michael!
Nice to meet you.
Are you the older brother?
I am.
In line?
Yeah. You can tell that I'm like the smooth looking, like cool one.
Oh, he's talking smack about you.